Mato Banai Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Banai Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Manai Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Manai Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Manai Shevetahi Gamya Inemato Manai Shevetahi Gamya. And I just realized I didn't touch this button. Oh, it's on. Everyone's changing. All the settings. Okay, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, friends, here we are. It's an early Havdalah. Early for us, anyway. I'm used to coming in like around 8 o'clock, shortly thereafter, something like that. Decided to do it a bit earlier today just because we have some evening plans tonight. So thank you all for tuning in. Let me just see if we are up and running and everything is going okay online. If the sound's okay, you'll let me know. Give me a thumbs up and or a thumbs down, whatever the case might be. Why am I not finding Stephen Wise? I got to search for Stephen Wise. Stephen Wise, come on. Stephen Wise. There it is. Don't know why it did not pop up. There I am. I am live. Okay, great. We got a few people here. Hi, Grant. Hello, David. It's good to have you here. Guten Abend to you. David RB, Robert Berlin, Grant Gochin, Paula Baguti. Hi. Hello, everybody. So I'm here a bit earlier, as I mentioned before. We've got some evening. Hey, cuz. We've got some evening activities here. I've got the candle. You all can light one at home. I'm not doing it since that fateful accident where I burned my hand off, basically. But it regenerated. I have a new hand. It's pretty cool. I got spices, and I've got Kiddush Cup for you guys. So we're going to do the prayers together, and I just have to load that up here for you. We have Reformed Judaism has a great, they have a great resource there. Havdalah. There we go, Reformed Judaism. Havdalah blessings here. I'm going to share this with you. Thank you all for your patience. Share screen. Here we go. There you are, friends. And there it is. This is their website, reformedjudaism.org. And they have so many great resources. It's like what Chabad has, only without all the issues. So we've got Havdalah here, and a lot of great resources from the Reform movement. It's wonderful to have this. So It's always that string. This guitar needs to be serviced. Okay, much better. Thank you all. All right. It is what it is. הנה אל ישועתי אפתח ולא אפחד, כי עוזי וזמרת יד אדוני ויהי לי לישועה. הושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה, הושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון. שבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה, הושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון. אדוני הישועה לעמך ברכתך סלע, אדוני צבאות עמנו משגב לנו אלוהי יעקב סלע. אדוני צבאות אשרי אדם בוטח בך, אדוני הושיע המלך יעננו ויום קורננו. It's not complete. Oh, this is an educational resource. Okay. Let's see here. La Yehudim Hai Torah? No? Oh, there it is. It is at the bottom. La Yehudim Hai Torah, Hai Torah, V'simcha v'sason. Now we've got the blessings over the wine, and you have audio there. If you want to go to the site, you can learn the blessings. ReformedJudaism.org. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagofen Yai la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh la 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 light your candles now. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המבדיל בין קודש לחול, המבדיל בין קודש לחול, בין אור לחושך, בין ישראל לעמים, בין יום השביעי לששת ימי המעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחול, Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. You take the candle, you put it inside of the Kiddush cup with the wine, and we continue on. Hamavdil ben kodesh, they don't have it here. Ben kodesh lechol, chatoteinu yimkol, zareinu v'chospenu. We should ask them to add it. בכחול והכוכבים בלילה שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, make gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishmi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Vimhera v'yamenu, Avo Eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Miriam Hanaviyah, Oz v'zimra b'yada, Miriam tirkod itanu, lehagdil zimrat olam, Miriam tirkod itanu, letaken et ha'olam, bimhera v'yamenu, Itavienu el mea Yeshua, el mea Yeshua, Miriam Hanaviyah, Oz v'zimra b'yada, Miriam tirkod itanu, lehagdil zimrat olam, Miriam tirkod itanu, letaken et ha'olam. May you have a good week. May you find the happiness you seek. Shavua Tov, may your week be fine. May it be as sweet as the Sabbath wine. Shavua Tov. Okay, there you have it, folks. They don't have the Shavua Tov song. They're missing the first line of the Miriam Hanaviyah. They don't have the Shavua Tov song. I mean, this Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov. They don't have the Hebrew there. A good week, a week of peace. Okay, yeah, we should advise them. They're missing also the Hamavdil ben Kodesh, which is kind of critical. Anyway, so we'll advise them to update this page. That would be a nice thing to have. The Havdalah blessing should include all of them. Anyway, I'm going to stop sharing. But I'm not going to stop caring. So quickly here, everybody. How's everyone doing? Checking in for your week. Here, I'll check in on my phone since things are hard to navigate with multiple windows on the on the laptop. So last week, thank you all. I was away in Connecticut at Temple Shalom, where my dear friend and classmate, Rabbi Cantor, Shira Lipson Sklar, became the senior rabbi of her congregation after over 20 years, well, her whole lifetime being there, basically born into that congregation. Her father was the rabbi there for 20 years, and he was the cantor there for 30 years, or maybe I'm mixing them up. Rabbi for 30 years, cantor for 20 years. I think that's what it was. Cantor for 20 years and the rabbi for 30 years. So it goes way back in Lipson history, and it's continuing. It's a beautiful tradition. It's like the Chazan family of Lithuania, only up in Connecticut. It's a generational transition, and it was the most beautiful installation I think I've ever been to, and the most insane production. I mean, they don't have Zoom; they have this. I mean, like 9 cameras and a professional. I mean, this guy was running the cameras like it was the nightly news because he was the head of the nightly news. Um, anyway, yeah, it was kind of wild the production level that they had there. And they had Nefesh Mountain, which is an incredible bluegrass group, and I highly recommend everyone to check them out. Nefesh Mountain, they do bluegrass, Jewish bluegrass, Jewgrass. I don't know what it is, but it's really cool stuff. Um, Here I am live streaming. I got to turn this down. I can't stand hearing myself. Okay, we're in Connecticut. It's in Norwalk. Hi. Are you talking about me? There's Shira, who I call her Shira because that's what my GPS calls her. Love you too, Shira. Love you. Nefesh Mountain is the shizzle. They're great. They are amazing, and they're great people too. Um, they have this country vibe, but they're like really from New York. But like it's like brilliant. I mean, well, they're from all over the place, really. They're one guy's actually from Burlington, which I've been talking about lately because there's a synagogue that's up for sale, and I'm trying to prevent it from becoming condos, but we'll see. Someone has to put in an offer, a bid to purchase that place in order to stop the sale that's currently in progress. God willing, someone comes up with an offer. They don't need offers to take Torahs. They don't need offers to call people or or to raise money. They just needed an offer to make the transition of ownership. It was a truly amazing weekend. So they did this installation on Friday night, and they participated in the installation. And by the way, your husband's pretty awesome too, Rabbi Cantor Dan Sklar, for helping me to arrange the piece that we premiered. So I had a musical premiere at her installation, Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, along with an introduction from Lechun Ranana. So it's kind of a pairing of stuff. And their volunteer choir kicked it out of the park. They just totally wailed on that. 4-part harmony. Probably the only volunteer choir in the country that can sing in 4-part harmony and with complex rhythms. I mean, they were singing like all syncopated. All of it was syncopated. It was all pop rhythms. And yeah, and Shira did not know that I was coming. That's the brilliant part of it. That's the genius of Rabbi Cantor Dan Sklar, is he kept it a secret from his wife. Now, I'm not sure how much longer she's going to be trusting Dan with secrets anymore. So it's up to you guys to figure that out. But uh, anyway, it was fun. It was really fun. It was such a fun weekend. And then they had a concert on Saturday night featuring Nefesh Mountain, and they brought us all up at the end. It was quite lovely. And yeah, we had a great, great time. So thank you all for letting me have the weekend off. And so I have some stuff going on now. Um, we're going to be going out tonight, so I decided to start Havdalah early. So I'm going to keep this kind of brief. But I've been experimenting. My rabbis inspire me with their sermons, and you might notice that I'm posting things that are related to the sermons that the rabbis get us thinking about. So And I've seen other rabbis talking about this. Shavua Tov, Linda. Arieki, Shalom. Shalom to you as well. Carmen, Shavua Tov. Robert, wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Ellen, Shavua Tov. We're in Connecticut, Temple Shalom in Norwalk, Connecticut. It's a really family-oriented shul, very lots of young families and stuff. It's a really sweet place, and I've been a part of them. Buena semana. That's Gaston Bernstein says that. So anyway, just catching up there. So the sermon last night on Friday night. Sorry to change gears here. But the Friday night sermon, Rabbi Cantor Sam, another Rabbi Cantor. These Rabbi Cantors are breeding like rabbis. So she did this really wonderful sermon about ChatGPT. And for anybody who doesn't know what ChatGPT is, it is a program, an artificial intelligence program that has been hitting the internet because it's free and it's experimental, so it doesn't get everything right or whatnot. But it's basically the beginning of this text-based technology that allows you to ask it questions, and it will come up with information based upon all the information it can gather from the internet. And I think it stopped in like 2021, and at least in terms of what it knows. But there's a new competitor coming out from Google as well. That's this artificial intelligence. Oh, you were just talking about that last night too? Yeah, there's a lot of rabbis talking about this stuff. In fact, I think it was Rabbi Joshua Franklin made the national news when he did. He's out in the Hamptons, and we've done Shabbatot there in the summer. And he did this really cool experiment where he basically wrote he made the directives to create ChatGPT sermon, and people were very impressed with the sermon. It was kind of shocking and scary then, and he tried to get people to guess who had written it, and including they called out the name of one of our professors, Rabbi Larry Hoffman, and one of our professors, one of the most brilliant Reform rabbis out there. And that's scary if somebody thinks that the Chat GPT produced a rabbinical sermon of his quality. That's kind of scary. And yet, nothing can replace the human touch. And so that's what, and so this artificial intelligence will not replace clergy. I mean, we still chant from the Torah. That's basically the point of Rabbi Sam's message, and I encourage you to watch it. Watch her video. It's posted to our site and to the Facebook feed as well. So go click on that and watch that after you're done here. But basically, it got me thinking about music, and can this AI Chat GPT compose music? And it basically can. That's the crazy thing about it. But it's not good music. Just like, the text is not really, it's not as high quality as a real human sermon, AI can read page numbers though. Yes, that is true, Gaston. And it can probably announce the Misha Beirach, and probably it can, read the Kaddish list as well. But it's scary stuff, when you think about it. But it's shocking what this can produce. I asked it to produce a full play, and it did, about whatever topic you want. If you want it to create a play, a book, or whatever, people are, kids are starting to use this for their term papers and stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. So anyway, I did this experiment. I said, write me a Legato D in D minor, not even in D minor. Sorry, write me a Legato D. Compose for me a new melody for Legato D, and it did it. It did basically a bunch of scales going up and down in the key of D minor. Though that's the crazy thing, is that it chose the key of D minor, knowing that most Jews play in the key of D minor, the key of Jew. That's like, that's the old joke anyway. So I was just I was kind of shocked. It did produce kind of ideas for the right scale, the right mode. It had information on what Lachadodi should be like. And then my mind turned to the text. Well, what about text? I mean, this is a text program, so if it can produce a sermon, can it produce prayers? Can it produce songs? And it can. It really does. It produces songs. It will write songs for you. If you're a soprano, it's E minor. If you're a tenor, it's F or G minor. Exactly. Our friend Alex, who substituted for me, he brings all of our keys up like a fourth or a fifth. I can't even think that high. That for me, that's I have nothing but bass thoughts. Bump. Anyway, so this program produced a song for me. I did, first of all, I did Tefillat Shalom L'Yisrael. It writes in Hebrew too. That's the incredible thing. I'm going to share my page here of my chat GPT. I'm going to share this with you. This is, let's see if I can move this out of the way here so I can read it. And here we go. It says, sure, here's a prayer in Hebrew for peace in the state of Israel. Tefillat Shalom L'Medinat Yisrael. And it goes through the Hebrew here, and it gives you a translation below. And it's shockingly prayerful and beautiful and accurate. And then I decided, well, if it can do prayers, maybe it can do songs. So you guys are used to requesting songs for me. And I decided, hey, I've wanted to make a song for a long time. I've wanted to make a song about a robot, a Shabbat robot. I thought it'd be a cute kid song, and it made it for me. And I've had this idea in my mind for a long time. I said, write a silly song in English with a short Hebrew refrain about an AI Shabbat robot talking in the first person, needs to be gender neutral. I had to add those things because it was it was immediately masculine. I tried experiments. You can experiment with it, and you can go back. You can try. You can just tweak it a little bit to change things up. So anyway, I'll do one of these. I'll sing one of these for you as a song. So this will be the premiere of Shabbat Robot, written by a robot that does your work for you on Shabbat, so you don't have to break the Sabbath. That's the idea. So it's kind of very meta, so to speak. That we're on Meta, and Meta, Facebook, that we're talking about a robot that does work for you on Shabbat. Anyway, so you don't have to break the Sabbath. So I used to dread each Friday night. Let me think musically here. I used to dread each Friday night. Sabbath was causing me a fright. I had so much to do on mine, but now I've got a robot guy. Shabbat robot. Oh, Shabbat robot. He does the work, so we do not. Shabbat robot keeps it kosher on the spot. So anyway, that's like basically a blues rock kind of thing, where I'm, playing with ChatGPT's lyrics and working through this. Okay. Sing along with me, everybody. I used to dread each Friday night. The Sabbath always called me a fright. The Sabbath always caused me a fright. I had so much to do on mine, but now I have this robot guy. Shabbat robot. The Shabbat robot. He does the work, so we do not. Shabbat robot. On the spot. And I can change the word. You can just change. It does the work, so we do not. It doesn't have to be a he. Okay. Shabbat robot. Oh, Shabbat robot. It does the work, so we do not. Shabbat robot keeps it kosher on the spot. I'm going to skip the Hebrew refrain for now. I used to cook and clean and bake, but now I take a coffee break. The robot sweeps and mops the floor, and we can rest and start to snore. Shabbat robot. Oh, Shabbat robot. It does the work, so we do not. Shabbat robot keeps it kosher on the spot. Robot. Sorry, let me get down to the next verse here. Shabbat Robot, you're such a guy. You do the work, and we don't know why. Sorry, this is the bridge. Shabbat Robot. Sorry, Shabbat Robot. Sorry, Shabbat Robot. You're such a great guy. You work the work, we don't know why. You make us laugh, you make us smile. And though you're metal, we like your style. Shabbat Robot. Oh, Shabbat Robot. It does the work, so we do not. Shabbat Robot keeps us kosher on the spot. And anyway, there's a Hebrew refrain. Shabbat, it's the same thing. Shabbat Robot. Oseh et el ki anu lo yecholim. Shabbat Robot. Mishmar otanu haksharim. Ksharim. Mishmar otanu kesharim. Okay. Anyway, that's the idea. So that's the isn't that awesome? It's like, yeah, nothing takes the place of the cantor. You have to add a human touch. That's the point of this, is that you have to add a human touch to it. So I'm going to take a request now for a new song that you're going to, normally you ask me for requests. So this is just a little experiment. I want to hear a request from you that we can ask ChatGPT to write, okay, for us. And so it's going to be a new song that ChatGPT will write for us. What's the topic? Somebody come up with a topic they want it to write about. Any ideas? Nobody wants to come up with a new idea? The little cantor who could write a sermon. A Numi Sheberach. Okay, I like that. A Numi Sheberach. Let's do that. Let's write a Numi Sheberach. I'm going to start a new chat, and I go down here to the bottom. Write a Numi Sheberach prayer in English and in Hebrew. Use the theme of peace on earth. Peace on earth. Anything else? Do you want to give that a try? I used both David's and Robert's. Any other suggestions for this song? Here, I said a prayer that is singable with a rhyme scheme in English and in Hebrew. I just thought of that. We wanted to have a rhyme scheme. Healing of relationships. Focus on the healing of relationships. How's that? Let's see what it is. May peace reign on earth each day as we heal the hurt and find a way to mend the bonds that have been torn and build a world where love is born. May every heart be filled with light and banish hate in endless night. May we embrace each other's pain and bring about true peace again. That's actually really good. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And it's coming out with the Hebrew. Tiyeh shalom al haaretz kol yom levadim uvetzivurim. Okay, this is getting a little bit long for the refrain. I would cut that down. I would cut down that Hebrew refrain and make it more singable for us. Well, let's try the English. I mean, this is kind of wild. Translating, may there be peace on earth every day alone and in communities, healing the hurt, renewing the connections, bringing true peace to the world. May every heart be filled with light, creating space for a friend and a brother, connecting twice for a lifetime. So may there be peace in the world. It is really pretty good. I agree with you guys. This is actually really good. I love this. I just want to get a shorter Hebrew refrain. Here, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to add this down here. We're going to try it again. Sorry. Write a new Misha Berach prayer that is singable with a rhyme scheme in English and in Hebrew. Make the Hebrew refrain short, as short as possible. What text? We have rabbis here and cantors. What text do we want to use? We could say it doesn't have to be Misha Berach. It could be. We could use a different text. It's really good. Can it come up with a tune? It can. It will give you a suggestion for a tune. Yes. It will give you letter names for a melody. That's what I found out. It will do that. Oh, you want it to do Oseh Shalom. Write a new Misha Berach. Okay. How about write a new prayer using the part of Misha Berach and Oseh Shalom that is singable with a rhyme scheme in English and Hebrew. Make the Hebrew refrain as short as possible. Use the theme of peace on earth. Focus on the healing of relationships. Is that okay? Is that cool? Is that kind of cool? I will do. Can you? I will do. You are my sunshine. Right after we produce this here. Let's see if we can sing this. Let's see if we come up with a better rendition here. But I mean, the English is really. Grant us peace, O God above. Fill our hearts with endless love. May our world be free from strife, and let us live a peaceful life. May we heal the hurt we've caused, forgive our foes, let love be boss. May our hands work for the good, as we seek peace in brotherhood. Baruch atah Adonai hamevorech amo Yisrael b'shalom. Yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses the people of Israel with peace. May God make peace upon us and upon all Israel, and let us say amen. Oh, that's the translation. We don't have to sing that part. I actually like the other English better, but you could just substitute that. Baruch atah Adonai hamevorech amo Yisrael b'shalom. Okay, Yaseh shalom. That sounds like that's really hamevorech et amo Yisrael b'shalom is really from Shalom Rav. It's interesting. It pulled from there. So let's sing it. Let's try to sing it. May peace reign on earth each day as we heal the hurt and find a way to mend the bonds that have been torn and build a world where love is born. May every heart be filled with light and banish hate and endless night. May we embrace each other's pain and bring out true peace again. Oseh shalom bimroma, Yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimroma, Yaseh shalom aleinu All right, something like that. And I could go back to the verse or whatever. Anyway, it kind of shows that you can write a song and credit ChatGPT with being the lyricist for your next song. I can go to this next verse. Grant us peace, O God above. Fill our hearts with endless love. May our worlds be free from strife, and let us live a peaceful life. May we heal the hurt we've caused, forgive our foes, let love be boss. May our hands work for the good as we seek peace in a brotherhood. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamevarech Amo Yisrael, Bashalom, 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 Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'himru amen. Yaseh Shalom v'imrom ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Okay, thanks to ChatGPT and to you for your suggestions. This is kind of cool. Didn't you like that experiment? I thought it was fun. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I'm gonna do quick. You are my sunshine. All right. I'm gonna get out of a ChatGPT and out of Havdalah. You are my sunshine. Well, that was a fun experiment. I had a good time with that. Did you have fun? All right. All right. Now, the only thing is, I want you to play along with me if you can, okay? If you got your fiddle, Lev, you should play it along with me. Here you go. Here's the lyrics. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Everybody now. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Hear the fiddle? You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. First verse. The other day night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. Very sad. You are my sunshine. Now we're happy. My only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I think there's more verses. Hope you had a good time playing the fiddle along with me. Hi, David. David Safford is here, also known as Liberace. Liberace. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. No, ChatGPT does not do genealogy. I will tell you that much. I tried because I have this idea to write like a story about the Oppenheim family, our family, the Oppenheim family. We went to last week. The synagogue went to Leopoldstadt, and Leopoldstadt is all about the genealogy of this family that survived that died in the Holocaust, but the survivors are rediscovering their ancestors and are basically thinking about the story of their demise in the same room where where they were. And Anyway, so I had this idea for a play or even a musical that would be about the Oppenheims, which go back even further. The Oppenheims go all the way back to being the court Jews of Europe, and then the bankers and rabbis and all that stuff. You had Chat GPT write you a press release, and it was actually pretty amazing. That's pretty cool, David. Liberace and Liza. That is so cool. We've got Liberace in the house, everybody. By the way, next time they come back to New York, which I hope is very soon, you should go see them. Liberace and Liza. David Safford, who's my college roommate, undergrad in Superior, Wisconsin, don't you know? Way up there next to Lake Superior. Anyway, he's going to be a resident artist at Feinstein's in San Francisco. Correct me if I'm wrong. San Fran is bringing David Safford to be like for a month-long residency there this summer. So if I have any colleagues out there who want to use an incredible music director, pianist, and Liberace impersonator, he would be incredible to bring in. And I think I don't know. Are you going to be there for Gay Pride Week or no? Play chopsticks for Liberace. Okay. Well, I can't do that. I need a piano here, really. I have a piano, but it's not plugged in. Um, anyway, I'm not going to do that on the guitar. That's a lovely idea, Muriel. He does this incredible chopsticks. It's like the most extravagant chopsticks you've ever heard in your life. And it's really brilliant, and it's hilarious. And Liza Minnelli is spot on. July 20th to August 12th. So he'll be there over there. He's missing Gay Pride Week, but it's okay. We won't hold that against you. You could bring him up anyway. He could come early. Um, it would be really cool to have him. We had this dream of Liberace showing up at a bar mitzvah. A Liberace, it would be a really hilarious with a shofar. It would be like such hilarious comedy to integrate, or like a Jewish Elvis or something like that into the show. Uh, it, Imagine Liberace and Liza at your next bar mitzvah. Really, I think it'd be really hilarious comedy. Um, so that's it for tonight, everybody. I'm kind of, he was so Catholic, but he's also so Wisconsin. Yes, very, very Catholic. He wouldn't have a clue what to do at a bar mitzvah. And that would be the humor of it all. It would have nothing to do with him at all. And that's kind of the humor of it. Um, so anyway, I think that's it for tonight. So you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Great week. Shavua Tov. May you have a good week. May you find the happiness that you seek. Shavua Tov. May your week be fine. May it be as sweet as the Sabbath wine. And stay tuned for more. All right.